Hey, this is Kane Hodder. You are watching Descent into Horror Hell. Keep watching, or I'll kill you.
Hey, what is going back?
What is going back? Good one, Ghoul. It's been that fucking long and we're going back. Now, fuck it, leave it. What's going on, man? What's going on?
Alright.
See, we don't edit shit. We keep it fucking real at Descent.
It's been a while, can't you tell?
You guys all remember us, old fuckers? Or not?
I am Ghoul.
I'm Skid Gore. I'm not Ghoul. He's not Skid Gore.
And this is Descent into Horror Hell. It has been a while since we've done absolutely anything. But
Fulci show.
we are going to get into. We're gonna ease into it real slow for you. We're gonna do one of our favorite segments, which is a half-assed reviews from hell.
Oh yeah, been a long time since we've done one of those.
So let's get down to it.
Cheers, Ghoul. Cheers, all y'all out there.
Cheers.
We are back.
Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 6.
What's going on, boils and ghouls? We are Descent into Horror Hell. We are back. Happy to be back. Been a long goddamn time. Jesus H. Christ. I think that Fulci show was like the last thing we did.
Yeah. But we, you know,
at my house.
It's not like there's been a big outcry for us to come back. But you know what?
No.
We're kind of like a hemorrhoid. We just keep showing up.
Yeah, we're kind of like how they describe Motorhead, kind of like gum on your shoe. We just won't go away, you know? So we are back, whether you like it or not.
So we are going to do our half-assed reviews from hell, real short and sweet. We're going to go back the old school way of doing things. So, Skid Gore, what do you got?
All right. Well, my half-assed review from hell is from 1997, A Gun for Jennifer.
Last night in Manhattan's Lower East Side, a 14-year-old girl was found unconscious in the trunk of an abandoned car. She was apparently abducted on her way home from school and repeatedly raped and beaten.
Go ahead, feel it.
Feel what?
The power, man. Go ahead, feel it and aim over there at the target. Squeeze the trigger.
Well, have you guys read the papers today?
Yeah, I think we made the front page on all of them.
Oh, that's right.
So what's wrong? You don't seem very happy about that?
I'm not very happy, Grace. Well, you guys are so pleased with yourself because you wasted a few pieces of shit?
Are you happy?
Well, while you're here partying, the whole world is sinking into the sewer.
You can't let them get away with this.
Christ, Jesse, he's on the state Supreme Court.
He raped and beat a woman. I don't care if he's the fucking president.
Y'all see that? It's a great fucking movie, man.
Love the cover.
Yeah, dude. They did a really good job. Who released this? Vinegar Syndrome. Go figure, man. Vinegar Syndrome has some of the greatest release. It's one of the greatest release companies for old horror, new horror. You know,
obscure horror.
Yeah, definitely. This is obscure. Here's the actual cover too. Good boobies for y'all.
We're gonna get banned for that. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Fuck you, YouTube.
Thanks.
Anyway, you're into rape revenge movies like I Spit on Your Grave and Thriller, A Cruel Picture.
Miss 45.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Miss 45.
Revenge is her middle name. All that shit.
Yeah, there's a plethora of them. A Gun for Jennifer definitely fits into that category. And a very, very well done film, very well acted. You know, the making of the movie is actually almost as entertaining as the movie itself, because there have been so many dilemmas in the making of this film. I first heard of this movie, A Gun for Jennifer, back in the old Dark Sky film release of the Manson family, Jim Van Bebber film, and there was an extra disc called Belly of the Beast. And that's where I learned about this film and the hell they went through making it. There was so much legal shit going on. You know, they gave their blessing to too many people that offered them, that gave them too much money, you know, that they owed back. And yeah, it was just insane how they made this. And the outcome of product is really good. A Gun for Jennifer, like I said, if you're into rape revenge films. Our lead character, Jennifer, who's also one of the co-directors of the film, she really knocks it out of the park. Amazing actress. You really feel for her character. Very brutal film. Definitely exploitation at its finest. And this is from '97, so definitely opened a lot of doors, I think, for films after this as well. And I definitely would recommend A Gun for Jennifer if you're into. It's, you know, I'm not gonna say it's for everybody. You know, the rape revenge is not. The film is not for everybody. You know, it's got to be a certain type of people that enjoy these films or want to watch these films. You know, you're not going to find this at Walmart bin or something. You know,
You found Phases of Death.
it's kind of like
apparently.
it's kind of like, you know, I Spit on Your Grave or movies like that, where it's got a really mean-spirited, but it's got a really good outcome and a really good original story. Definitely this girl at the bottom of the barrel, basically. She's getting just fucked over by society in general, and her lover at the time is a very abusive asshole. So there's a lot of tension there, and she wants out, and she gets out, and she's on her own, and she's trying to survive, and she unfortunately gets raped, and she meets up with this rape squad, a bunch of these women who want to make a difference and put these motherfucking asshole rapists in their place, you know. And unfortunately, and this is actually true too, because back, you know, a lot of rape victims, if you go to the police, they don't really do a lot about it, you know, unless there's evidence. They want hardcore evidence that this happened. So this elite group of women who've all been desecrated by these scumbag men formed a gang, and they want to take it to the streets and actually make a difference, and go seek out these sick fucking individuals and just completely brutalize them, whether it's just cutting off their ding-dongs or putting a gun down their throat. You know, there's no pullback whatsoever, except the gun pullback, you know.
Right. The hammer.
Yeah, but it's an amazing film, very well done. Just an amazing release from Vinegar Syndrome, one of my absolute favorites. You can find this movie, if you're interested in tracking it down, you can find it on Grindhouse Video. That's where I got mine, for a reasonable price. And like I said, if you're into these types of films like Miss 45, Thriller Crew Picture, I Spit in Your Grave, Last House on the Left, Last House on Dead End Street, the list goes on, you know, any kind of film format with any kind of rape revenge type film, like Hitchhike 2 with David Hess. I highly would recommend A Gun for Jennifer. Really good, amazing film from '97.
Right on.
Cool.
And that's one of the '90s films. Like, everybody always shits on the '90s for horror, but
yeah, there are
some
gems out there. You just gotta do your homework for sure.
All right. So mine is going to be a Paul Naschy movie. Now, we did Paul Naschy.
Oh, we love Paul Naschy.
A while back. And I had rediscovered this film, and it had been a long time since I'd seen this movie, and I was like, I wanted to check it out again. 1974. Now, obviously, I don't have I had it on a box set, but this is off the Paul Naschy Collection, Volume 2. You can find. This is all in the Scream Factory. Put this out. The Devil's Possessed.
O Lord of evil who grants the favors of crime, intendant of all glorious vice and viciousness. Satan, we worship you. Accept this young life that we offer you in holocaust and be of counsel to us. May power and richness be ours, and may we worship and adore your immense glory.
O Lord of fire, let's serve this blood as a propitious sacrifice.
From 1974.
Yeah.
Now, believe me, I'm not going to try to even name and try to all the characters and shit, because it's like a Shakespearean movie. It's a very period...
Definitely a period piece. Yeah.
It's a period piece with wardrobe and things like that. Think like 1500s Renaissance type shit. Well, Paul Nash, he plays like a lord of a castle, and he's got this like woman sidekick, Cece or something like that. And she kind of talks him into kind of to the dark side of things. She brings in this old alchemist to come in who works kind of for the dark arts, and this kind of turns into like he's a good guy, but she kind of wants to turn him to the dark side and basically take over so he can become king. So there's kind of this whole intertwined story. It is, we always talk like slow burner films. It kind of is, but it's not. There's actually a really good story to it. One of his best friends that saved him in a previous war comes back after being in prison for 4 years, and comes back to the village and everything's all hunky-dory and cool, but Paul Nash's character starts to realize that in order to do these things that this alchemist promises he can do, which in the Renaissance time was kind of bullshit anyways.
Yeah.
He needed maiden's blood. So basically, Paul Nash, he had to murder to get these like fortunes and things like that. What's really cool about this movie, though, is Paul Nash, like throughout the movie, you could see how the madness of these dreams that he has about, and then he had to murder his friends and things like that, and how he kind of turns into a madman. So it's kind of this story that takes this guy who's got a good heart, wants to do things the right way, and this woman kind of like temptress turns him into this evil madman who basically just eventually collapses, and he just wants to like murder everybody, burn villages, all this stuff. So and it brings out I think everybody knows Paul Nash for Werewolves and all this other stuff, but he really does play
Vladimir Daninsky classic.
A very great madman. Like, he ends up like losing his eye in a jousting match, and now he's got this eye patch, and it makes his like one eye just stand out, and he does it's just his eye movements. Everything is so great about his character.
Yeah.
It is one of those movies that some people might really find it kind of boring. There's a lot of
dialogue.
A lot of dialogue.
It's not one of those Nashy films like Horror Rises from the Tomb or the Waldemar Daninsky werewolf movies that you're accustomed to with Giacolino Molino, Paul Nashy, you know what I'm saying? But it's a good period piece, and just give it a shot. There's a good payoff in the end, even if it is a soul burn.
I think it's one of those movies. We always talk about movies that are like fun to watch. Like, you could watch them and not really pay attention. You can kind of Mystery Science Theater,
Street Trash, or
and have
the shotgun.
Right, you have fun with them. This is kind of one of those movies you do want to pay attention, because there is some things that make sense to the story. that if you missed that conversation because it is a slow part, you might not understand what happens later.
And
but-
don't be lazy. Read the subtitles. It's better to watch it in Spanish for sure. It's initial language.
Although watching it in the English subtitles,
there's
is
an English,
hilarious.
there's an English dub on there as well.
Because if I feel like I could be one of those guards that's like, ah! Like, it's great. When they get killed and slashed and everything, it's fantastic.
Yeah. A lot of good sword scenes in this film, too.
Dude, they get really pissed off.
Paul Naschy was a former weightlifter and athlete, so he has all the fucking traits to be and he was just an amazing actor, and he brought so much to the roles that he did in a lot of those films from the 70s and beyond, for sure. Much respect, and we love Paul Naschy here. In fact, myself and Ghoul, if you look back in the archives, we did a tribute to Spanish horror.
Yes, we did.
And Paul Naschy, remember that shit?
A lot of it.
At your old place, or what, did I turn into a
them.
werewolf and kill you or some shit?
Yeah, in the attic. Yeah, we had the whole resurrection thing. Yeah.
Those were the days, man. Go back and watch that old shit.
But yeah, that is half-assed reviews from hell. As you know, we are not professional reviewers. We never claim to be, but we're.
That's why it's called half-assed.
Yeah. So I did The Devil's Possessed from 1974, Paul Naschy, great.
And I did A Gun for Jennifer from 1997. Watch at your own risk.
Alright, that is a half-assed reviews from hell. We want to thank you guys for joining us. If you guys have anything else you want to know about Descent into Horror Hell, definitely check out our website, whatever the hell we got that anymore. Old episodes. Check us out, guys.
Shit, yeah, we'll be back in the future for sure.
As always, I am your man, Ghoul.
And I'm Skid Gore, and we'll see you all next time. Thank you all for watching Descent into Horror Hell!